WIIFTBP. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
I've never been lucky at love, no never. I've never been good at holding on. A heart broken so many pieces, but I'll just keep on moving on because I'll never give up on love, no never, no never. And I'll never give up on trust, whatever come what may. All that I wanna say, that true love's gonna come my way. Alright, I'm looking for a lover for me. Could you be the one for me? Yeah, alright, just looking for forever for me. For me, for me, for me. See, I never ever thought that I could love again. Love again. I never ever thought that I could ever win. Ever win. But don't ever give up. No. And don't ever give in. See, I pray that true love finds me in the end. I'll never give up on love. I will never. And I'll never give up on trust. I will never. Looking for a lover for me. See, I'm looking for a lover for me, yeah. And it's alright. Looking for forever. I'm looking for forever. For me. For me. Every night. Hey. Make love to her right. Oh. Find her glad. She's the only one that I She's the only one. I'm gonna treat her like mine. See, I'm gonna give her everything. Whatever she wants. Plus a 10-carat diamond ring. Baby, baby. Alright. Woo. I'm looking for a lover for me. Looking for a lover. Could it be you? And it's all. Baby, it's alright. Looking for forever for me. I'm looking for forever. For me. For me. Alright. Hey. Looking for a lover for me. I'm looking, still looking. And it's alright. Looking for forever. For forever. For me. For me.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago. The Wake Up World. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. What's up? What is this, Wednesday? Wednesday, December 15th, 2021. Mark it in your calendars. I know I was a little hype yesterday. A little on fire. It's that. It's the motion before the calm. So it's a lot going on. I can't wait to break it down for you. We'll have a good show today. I got a lot to talk about. I got to probably finish my I got to finish my coffee before 8 o'clock. Because at 8 o'clock, we're going to have Pugh from Sip and Savor in. Just so y'all know that I'm clear. That if the brother was open when I got here, y'all know I get here at 4:30, right? I get here at I get here really at 4:40. Black folks be like, 4:40? No, just play. So, Pugh, y'all, if you came to the first What's in it for the Black People anniversary, then you probably had Sip and Savor. Or if you are active coffee drinker in Chicago, black coffee drinker on the South Side, I think he's got 3 locations. But he'll be here today at 8 o'clock, so you make sure you tune in for that. I'm going to tell you about interesting investment opportunities. Get your money together. Yesterday I left here early to discuss an investment opportunity that I think we're going to share. I think that some of you already know about it. I was not aware. But when made aware of it yesterday, there is, so y'all know, remember I told you I wasn't going to take a vow of poverty, right? I want to tell you that there are opportunities, economic. So can I want to be 100, I want to be 100 with y'all. And I got a lot to talk about today, and there's a lot that I want to discuss. But the first part of this is, this ecosystem that I talk about has to have some economics in it. And so yesterday, I went to meet with Related Midwest. In the interest of not participating in a backdoor deal or cutting us out. Well, I did go to check on my own economic interests. I did demand that they come and address us as What's in it for the Black People media. Ask questions about Parkway Gardens. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to leave that stuff up. I'm going to leave housing to Miko and make sure that, she's at the door in those locations. But I must tell you that there are additional economic opportunities, and I don't know how we want to figure that out. Walk and chew gum, whatever it is, but we will be talking about it. And they were going to come today, but I think Friday is probably more likely. So be prepared Friday. Get your money up. Talking about opportunities to participate in the gaming business. So I want to talk to you all about it. Again, I will not hide it under a bushel. I will share the information and share the opportunities. And then we also got to get to, the real stuff. But it was good to head out to that meeting, and I think we're pushing some pressure. Unfortunately, sports betting is gonna pass, guys. There is clearly, in my estimation, a hole in the bucket, and we got to fix that hole in the bucket. There's a lot of holes in our bucket, and I think there's a lot of holes that need to be filled. I plan on filling one of those holes. I have, between trying to walk the tightrope
And this love-hate thing that has I'm for a different playbook now. Right? I'm for a different playbook. I gotta tell you, I saw so much yesterday and not even learned so much. I think yesterday, and I'm gonna break it down for you at 7:00. I'm gonna break down what happened, and shout out to Kevin Woods, who reached out to me and sent me exactly what I was thinking, but really just affirmed it. We're gonna talk about what happened at the Democratic Party slating process yesterday. A lot of people got questions. A lot of people are asking, hey, can I tell y'all by the time we got there, people was already asking, are you really running? And you remember how yesterday I told you I needed 50,000 signatures? Guess how many I need? 12. But I want 36. But I want to turn in 12 times the amount that you have to turn in. You got to turn in a little over 3,000 signatures to run for a county board president. And I was just thinking, like, everybody trying to give me rules. And, like, the reality is, no matter what rules, no matter who we try to be cool with, no matter how much you try, it's like it's never going to stop until somebody steps up to stop it. So we're going to talk about that. A lot of people's like vindictive. Nah, not really. We'll talk about it all. Yesterday I was spitting fire and brimstone. Today I am pretty placid. I have settled into my space. I'm at peace. Yeah. So today at 7, I'm gonna talk about kind of my observations, and so much so because I got to get this conversation out of the sphere of, I don't want anybody, here's what they're gonna try to do, and so I got to make sure that these things are separate. They're gonna try and hang some of this on being angry because of what happened to my wife, and I gotta make sure that we don't allow that narrative to occur. I think what I saw was Tony Preckwinkle repaying white people with black political power. I would be a name caller. I would be screaming. I would be like, and it's like, I think that one of the things that happens, first of all, thank you to all the people that showed up. That just, like, I was just randomly walking through, and let y'all know that we sent shockwaves through it. And the more we start to organize and let them know that we're paying attention, I'm going to tell you, we can shake this whole thing up and get our space back. But I'm going to talk to you about it, and I'm going to break down the process. I'm going to tell you the people who, like, honestly, there was an effort for the black people to stick together. There were white people. There were Latino people. I'm so proud of Carrie. But remember, I'm not upset because remember the premise of the whole thing is to not give you a choice. And that's exactly what happened. They didn't even give the people the opportunity to make a choice. And that, my friends, and because people are fearful of just being able to speak up for their own self-interest, as we slide off the cliff, it's a lot to talk about. So anyway, we'll talk about that at 7:00. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson, but you know I can't fly the soul plane without my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. So let me do this. Let me say what's up to my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. What's up, doggy? How you feeling this morning?
You know I'm blessed by the best. You already know the rest. How you doing today?
Hey, man, I'm good.
It's good, man.
I'm good.
Yes.
I am. My heartbeat is slowed down. My mind has stopped racing, and now I'm doing the math. It's like, man, Charlie, can I tell you? I stepped outside yesterday, and I gotta tell you, y'all, we don't have to be scared of nothing. I mean, I'm just saying, like, really. I was thinking about lil old us. You know, I was thinking about when Tamiko and me were walking through the place. And they was just texting and talking and whispering and Riis, we ain't even have the squad. Right? Can you imagine if all us walk in there together and be like, we see? Like, imagine you when you trying to sneak and do something, you look up and your parents standing right there. You know how you be cutting up. You turn around and your parents, and you be like, what?
They give you that look.
But you know how you be doing something and you in the middle of it and you freeze while they looking at you like, and you be trying to play like it. Riis. I was thinking about the whole concept of, anyway, I'm gonna go through the headlines because we got a lot to talk about, and I'm gonna just say this for 7:00 because I think a lot of you all, reporters were hitting me yesterday like, are you just mad? Or are you serious? Riis, it's 12,000 signatures, bro. 12,000 is 3 times the amount you need. Riis, I can get to it. Why can't I just get to 12,000 signatures? Why not put yourself in the game? Nothing but, right? What can I, nothing beats a fail but a try. And quite frankly, Riis, when you be in a room and you look at people and you be like, hold it. You? Okay, you might be mine, but you ain't. It's like, anyway, so we're going to talk about that. Let me get through some of these headlines. Riis, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. It is Wednesday. Hey. Is it week 304 Wednesday night? Y'all taking the week off again?
Nope, we not coming back until next week. We got our Christmas.
Nope. I'm canceling next week. Everything canceled next week. We cancel it after Friday. It's all off.
Friday, this Friday?
Yep.
After this Friday? Uh-huh. That's cool. We still doing, we going live off the week whole Wednesday. Then we still going, y'all finna miss a good one then if I ain't on.
We'll talk about it. So it is week, so wait. You are having a show tonight or you not?
No. I got my Christmas special next week.
Hey, man. We're going to have to start coordinating, bro. I mean, I know you like the superstar. I know you like the young, you like Baby Jordan, bro. I feel you. Right?
Jordan got injured when he first came in the game, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro,
so.
I was already injured. I'm a Jordan. You Baby Jordan, right? Harold Miner, dog. I'm just telling. I'm just playing. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. So we are going to, it's not week Wednesday, not week 304 Wednesday, but I do believe we'll have Chris the Critic and we will have In the Zone if Brian is back from
New Era.
Oh, damn it. And you know I can't forget New Era Chicago because you know they're going to be I need a New Era Chicago with me yesterday. Like, can I tell you what? The ultimate entry to that part yesterday would have been with New Era Chicago and Tyrone Muhammad at the same time. Do you understand what that would have looked like? Let me tell you what. I think it's okay. It's okay. It's all right, though. Riis. You know when you be like, hold on. Wait, this what we was running from?
Yeah. You finally see like, that's it?
Like, let's get on the court, Joe. Let's get on the court. Let's just settle it on the court. Like, I ain't gonna trash talk. I ain't gonna name call. You know, I think people were standing around yesterday waiting. Anyway, let me get to the rest of my notes. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. Riis, let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Let's get it up, 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 and away. Shout out. You know what? I started early today because I wanted to say what's up to all. I wanted to start saying some shout outs, and I need y'all to shout and share. So I'm going to start with YouTube today because I got to say what's up to Sheila, Crime Zone Wolf, Desiree Anderson, Alvin Norton, and Diane Wilson Body, who are over on YouTube and on Facebook. Hold on, Kevin. Hold on. Let me say what's up. I would say what's up to Devin, but you know he like the biggest Bears troll ever. What's up to Constance Foster? What's up to Loon? Shout out, you know, hey Riis, do you know Constance takes the time to say hello to everybody?
Yeah.
Every day. Thank you, Constance. You got to come to the WIIFTBP World Headquarters and be our official greeter when we come. Shout out to Sharon Ugochi, who finally got out of Facebook jail. Hey, Sharon, take me out them groups with the haters. Don't be, you know how people flip on you and they still in like a chat and then they be in the chat, then they be like, aha, take me out the chat, take the haters out.
That's where you want to be.
Huh?
That's where you want to be, man.
Oh, I do be liking their stuff, though.
You know,
I saw Early Walker say, do you ever go to people, people talking about you and you like they post? I do that all the time. All right, shout out to Jacqueline. Well, how did he do it in Jacqueline? Carolyn J. Ruff. What's up, Carolyn? Carolyn, I'm going to need you. You know you be traveling all around the world, but we got some work to do here in Chicago. Shout out to Felicia Simmons Stovall. Hey, Felicia, I saw Felicia last night at the fundraiser. Oh, y'all. Riis. Okay, hold on. Shout out to Kenny Cool. Shout out to my beautiful and lovely wife, Carrie K. Steele. Shout out to James Say. Shout out to Alvin E. Norton on 2 pages. Devin Gordon. What's up to my brother, Edward Steve? Shout out to Devin. Devin, you be talking a lot, man. Do you be quiet? Shout out to Lunye. I got Felicia. Sharon Lyles. Yep. And Tanya Robinson. Tanya, I hope you're feeling okay. I hope your foot's okay. All right, and I got to get that shirt to you. Well, Junior Lee, Junior, you know they're going to whoop on you, dog. Junior, so it's kind of weird because I think people think you're trolling, and I don't know whether you're trolling or not, but I know you've been rocking with us for at least 4 years, 3-4 years, than a lot of people. Hey, man, don't be talking about the WIIFTBP police. I got to have me somebody that be looking out. It be trolls and haters everywhere you go. Hey, Riis, you know why they looking today? Because they wanted to see if I was going to snap off and go crazy. No, I'm very calm this morning, guys. Riis, we're over 100 at 6:30. You know why? Because the world wants to know. And it's like I be listening to other people tell. The only person I'm listening to in this space that could tell me no is my wife. So unless she says no, guess what, guys? I'm getting my 12,000 signatures. Riis, I can get on the ballot. They can't stop me from getting on the ballot. They can't, Riis. Right? Like, I was looking around that room like, yo, if we held a live broadcast, and it was like the news, like and then I got people who want to, Riis, last night, Steph Curry broke the 3-point record. It's your man's, ain't it? Nope, ain't mine.
James.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm with Steph. Dang, I'm torn. Steph with the yellow boys. Just stick with Jordan and then we all good. Did you hear Bucktown Neighbors Association has hired their own private security? Have you seen that?
Sound about right. My fault.
Hey, man. If I could hire private security on my block, I would. Keep you.
You supposed to hire the brothers.
I would. The problem is the brothers, when you open the door, sometimes the brothers be looking like we got to get on code first, Riis. We got to get on code first because, brothers will be looking. They'll be securing you early and be up in your joint later on. They be
Sliding.
right. You be nervous. That's why I'm glad Shantel, like, I told you the one time I had somebody clean my house and they cleaned my house for real. And then I was gonna never have another black housekeeper, and then Chantel came.
That's
And Chantel be like, I'm not touching I'll be like, could you please? I'm not touching nothing. But the house be clean in the mug, boy.
Yeah, that's the reason why when I go out to like hotels, I can stay in a hotel for 6 months. Do not clean my hotel room. If I'm not there, I don't do it. Whatever I need, I throw my sheets outside the door. You come and get the sheets, but I can clean my own room. I got too much stuff. I don't know what you doing in there when they ain't there.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
No, the only reason I used to not have them clean my room is because it would smell. My cousin would be over there. I'll be like, cuz, they gonna charge us an extra $200. He like, not a day. He be like, it's just an extra $200. He like, man, shoot, you gonna eat that, you gonna drink that.
You spent that to you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Spent that to smoke what you got right now.
Right. Cuz be like, hey, man, it's only $200, dog. I'll be like, you are tripping. It's all good till you get that bill. You be like, what? It sounded like a good plan. Oh, no, man. You know they be, the worst is when they be like, excuse me, sir. You be like,
smell like smoke coming from you.
It smells like smoke is coming. You know, because did you ever know the people that be like, you can tell a room when they smoking in the room, because all you smell is like when they spray around the cracks of the door and then be trying to spray it under. The good old days, Riis. That's why my cousin don't go to no hotel room without a balcony. He be like, if it ain't got no balcony, I ain't going.
Oh, man.
There it is, boy. He'll search a city all over this boy and be like, if it ain't no balcony, we is not going. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Hey, man. Let me see, what else did I miss? Oh, did you see McDonald's settle with the black franchisees over white privilege in choosing the locations? Because, you know, they get the black people the black McDonald's in the black hood. You don't get the white McDonald's at, like, O'Hare, right, where you can make millions of dollars. All right, y'all. Plus, did you see Riis? Candace Parker and her wife. I was like, how do you even type a backwards R? I think that's being over in Europe. She met a white girl in Europe, and they are having a baby, Riis.
I saw.
Now, wasn't she married to a brother?
It's okay, man. You know, love is in the air.
Love is in the air.
Congratulations, man. She just won a championship,
and now she's gonna be a mom.
That is incredible, man.
Right. I'm still trying to figure out. So do they have so when that happens, do they hire a dude?
It's a couple of ways you can hire a dude. You can, you know.
So wait, I thought, but why would you? Do they actually
put up there? But you can get it like she got money, so you know she could probably just pick a guy from one of them sperm clinics and just
But does he actually?
No. You know when you sign that paper, you sign away all. Right?
No, but does he actually?
No, unless
put it in.
No, unless you come to that like agreement. It's like a sperm bank. They just go and pick somebody.
Is it like a natural? So like, what if you want like a completely natural?
Then
you go to the room, man.
To go. No, you would. I'm sure they got money that just pay a guy
to spend the night.
Yeah, they got money. That'd be all right. But and they don't need them.
But wouldn't that be? Yeah, but wouldn't that be like then? And okay, let's let this go. Look, y'all, this is the. Oh, wait a minute. Did y'all see about Nancy Reagan? Anybody? Okay, Riis. So first of all, I don't be knowing that much stuff about the Twitter stuff, and I'm not on Black Twitter and none of that. But you gotta hashtag Nancy Reagan. You gotta hashtag Nancy Reagan. This is week 3. This would be week 304 Wednesday, and I'm gonna tell you that would have been one of the best topics ever today. I would have tuned in for sure just to hear that. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler. We are up at 60,000 feet. When we come back, we're gonna talk social media question of the day. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:35 a.m. And I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area's traffic and weather report. So over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 26 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 19. On the Edens, Deerfield to Exchange, 29 minutes. 27 minutes from Exchange to Deerfield. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 32 minutes. 28 minutes back out to Thorndale. On the Stevenson, it's 42 minutes from I-355 to the Dan Ryan. Outbound will be 33. On the Bishop Ford, from I-80 to the Dan Ryan will be 35 minutes, 28 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is now 18 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is 7 minutes and 8 minutes north. Today's weather is currently 55 and cloudy. Today will be a high of 63 with a low of 48. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Ease here on the Maze Jackson Show.
You keep calling it. Give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million. You just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the is you give now. Please don't back down on me. I know you've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm not trying to get that ease, know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying it all my love, it's never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits. That is, that is, that is. Put your pride aside for me. That is, while I'm trying to get it, need it. That is, put your pride aside for me. Side, put it aside, put it aside, put it aside.
You are tuned in to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler on the ones and twos. What, Riis, tell me your name again. Put your pride aside for me.
Naya.
Me. Put your pride aside for me.
Get her clip on here.
Oh, you want to get her clip on? Oh. So everybody want to be famous. You want to be famous? Well, fame costs. And right here's where you start paying. Maze Jackson Show, boy. Riis, I'm here to tell you. Riis, I can't wait till 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, Riis, I am going to talk about this run for Cook County, well, what I saw yesterday. And Riis, can I tell you? Well, I'll talk to you about it at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about it at 7 o'clock. Y'all tune at 7 o'clock. Let me say this. Welcome to everybody from WBGX, 1570 AM, WBGX, 1570 AM, where you can catch us every day from 6:30 a.m. until 8 a.m. 6:30 to 8 a.m. every day, Riis. Or the Saints come marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Riis, telling you, man, you go to New Orleans and they be busting that out. They be pum. Then when the dude with the tuba be then the dude with the dude with the drum, with the bass drum and the cymbal, they get it cracking in New Orleans. Riis, it's time for the big voice, man. It's time for the big voice. Why don't you hit me with the big voice so we can get this thing cracking?
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Hey, y'all. Have you heard about the new bathrooms at CPS? So now, Riis, and as we broach this subject, this is going to be one more reason I think they're going to try and put in a campaign ad against me, because they're going to say I'm all type of phobic and all type of everything. But Riis, I feel like these are common sense conversations that we all need to have. And I feel like sometimes in this political environment where we have to be so politically correct, we can't even talk about the most basic things, even as far as going to the washroom. Now, I must be honest, and I'll get y'all with the whole inclusivity and being sensitive to everyone and everything and every niche. But this concept of the girl plus and boy plus bathroom is really interesting to me, and I want to get your opinion. So, the social media question of the day is, do you agree with the girl plus and boy plus bathrooms? Now, you may be asking yourself, what is a girl plus or a boy plus bathroom? Well, Riis, really, it's still the same old bathroom. They've just changed the sign, and who's allowed to use it? Now, apparently, the girl plus and boy plus bathrooms allow young people to use the bathroom that aligns with their gender. So, Riis, I feel like when I was a kid, we wanted to see, when I was a little boy, or when I was in grammar school, we wanted to see inside the girls' bathroom. Now, I don't think we wanted to see the toilets, though. Right? We wanted to see, no disrespect. We, as young adolescent men, right, you're trying, like, remember how the bathroom, you'll walk to it and it'll split? And you're trying to run to the edge. You wouldn't go in, but you'll run to the thing and then run back. I remember the first time I saw inside of a girl's bathroom and I saw the machine on the wall. Right? And I was like, and then I remember going into the girl's bathroom and I saw in their stalls, they had a little extra thing. Like a little, and I always remember they used to say, do not flush down the toilet. Right? It would be like, I'd be like, well, it's toilet paper. I didn't realize, right, that there were other products that could go in the toilet. But Riis, the CPS says it's not a free-for-all. But I would tell you, Riis, that as a young enterprising young man back in the day, who might have known some hot to trot young adolescent women back in the day. Not that they liked me at all. But, Riis, is it too far? Is it too soon? Is it too early? I don't know that a third or fourth grader knows that they're a plus or not. And I'm pretty positive that a kindergartner doesn't No. Am I blowing it out of proportion? Because I'm not saying that I don't recognize the universe that we live in now. But do you agree with girl or boy plus bathrooms? Now again, CPS says that it is not to allow everybody to go everywhere. If you have identified yourself or you identify as if you are transgender in kindergarten, and if you're transgender in first grade, if you're transgender by the time you're in 8th grade, you get to go to the washroom that you feel most comfortable going to. Now, it just seems like this is a slope on which we will fall off. Now, there is currently a Facebook poll, and it says, do you support girl plus and boy plus bathrooms? Currently, 79% of you say no, 21% of you say yes. Please vote in our Facebook poll. YouTube, I'm going to learn how to get y'all polling going too, and we're going to have y'all vote as well. Riis, open up the phone lines. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Do you believe in girl plus and boy plus bathrooms? What would you say if your child came to you and said, I want to use your... Well, let me ask, when do... Riis, talk to me. Because Riis, you are a enlightened, young millennial, right? It's like, Riis, you have... I don't even want to call myself these things hang-ups. What I'd like to call them, Riis, is the age differential. So, Riis, I'd like for you to give me your thoughts. Do you support girl plus and boy plus bathrooms?
Not for children. I mean, like, I just say you older. I believe that's something like after 18, you know, like you exposing other people's children to like certain things or whatnot, you know, what you practicing in your house. You know, I understand that we, you know, freedom, like we can't say nothing or we insensitive, you know, nowadays, but, you know, what happened when somebody play like they gay? You know
Wait, no, but Riis, that cannot happen. You tripping, man.
Man, you know how many, like I said, I ain't disrespect, how many girls you know gay with babies? You know what I'm saying? Like
Candace Parker, though,
you know
Joe.
what I'm saying? Play with gay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, wait, what
you
now?
How many,
you trying to end my campaign before it gets started?
Saying, like that's what's gonna happen, and then it's gonna be a male did something in the gender plus, you know, because that's assets. Now I got assets. Now what if we, you know what I'm saying, drunk somewhere? Well, what if just imagine this man that's now a woman still has man, you know, strong as a man. Now, like you never know what type of situation that can be, you know, put in there. Now, what if that man does something to a straight woman? You know, like you never know. So why would you put yourself, like, why would they put people in that predicament? And especially as children, like kids do crazy stuff all the time. You know, just somebody be like, hey man, you know what? I know how I can get into the girls' bathroom all while I'm in college. G, I'm gonna act like I'm gay. And I'm just saying, somebody's gonna think that, and it's gonna happen the wrong way.
I would like to hear from the audience, because what I'm gonna tell you is that people, Riis, will like. So this is part of the thing that I think is gonna happen on this campaign trail. Like, I'm not going to, Riis, I'm not running a politically correct campaign at all. Like, I'm gonna say what I think. And why, and we can have the conversation. But Riis, let me ask our listeners, do you support a girl and boy plus bathroom? Now, my thing is, in boy plus bathrooms, they have stalls and urinals. Realistically, what reason does a transgender kindergartner need a urinal. And I don't know that. Would they hug the wall? How does that work? Right? Like, they're going to have to redesign the urinals or something. So it's going to have to be like a walk-up. A walk-up and, like, I give me a call, 872-259.
It's a 5-year. It's a 5-year-old. Like we really letting a 5-year-old decide. A 5-year-old. So just think about it. A 5-year-old identifies themselves as 5-year-old. So them first 5 years, what are you teaching your child?
Well, I know it, but it's not taught. They're saying that it was. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna get into the argument of choice or birth. Right. I'm gonna say that I do believe that there are people that are born, in all of the categories. I'm not going to.
At 5, you know that at 5. What
Riis,
experience in life do you know? You've been watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. You've been watching.
Well, but think about it. You been watching
Barney.
Sesame Street and they done added. Trust me when I tell you there will very soon be a transgender Sesame Street character. Yes, there will. There is very soon going to be cartoon characters in that ilk. I think we just need to be prepared for it at this point. Like, Riis. Yes. I mean, if this is at grammar school, who's gonna ask who answers the plus question?
My child wouldn't even be there.
So what you gonna do? Sit in the Catholic school?
I wouldn't go to that. I start a protest.
CPS, bro. So you
CPS
Riis.
Right
so Riis. I'm just telling you that if it's going on in CPS, you know it's gonna happen at New Trier. You know it's gonna happen at the.
Ain't coming to my birds.
Riis, it's coming to Oak Park. It's coming to Forest Park, yo. Hey, bro, Riis, you can't. This is not something that you can run from. It's coming. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Val Free with the $50. I had to stop and say shout out to Val Free. Val Free starting the campaign fund. That's going straight to the campaign fund. Riis, help me understand, my brother. Is this something I don't? And I'm almost. I think it's almost like we're gonna get in trouble to talk about it.
You're sensitive, like you can't say nothing.
That's why I feel like on this campaign I'm not.
I wish they was like that towards us.
Hey man, because we ain't like that towards us. We'll give deference to everybody but us. Now my question becomes, so see, and this how you know, because at least you know that this is touching you, because don't nobody want to call because they scared. You know, you start talking about this, it's gonna be an issue. But I feel like, what is a parent to say? Riis, so you trying to tell me, maybe at Prosser they probably do that. No. I'm saying you probably opening the kid up for worse. Well, maybe I'm thinking of it differently though, because maybe these kids, like if you had that option when you was my age,
I would play gay. That's what I would do. I would go just so I can go to the girls' bathroom and just be like, yes, sir.
Give us a call, 872-259-7474. They don't want to talk about it. They scared. Okay, we'll take the caller. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show. Do you support girl plus and boy plus bathrooms?
They had, we all got, they say you got, you don't have a right to opinion, just to the facts. There was a case study in Virginia. That's how that race was, helped push that, race in Virginia to the governor, because the boy played gay or transgender and raped a girl in one school and then went to another school and raped another girl. So it is a fact that what could happen has happened. So, just on the, because as you say, it's a third rail subject, so to speak, but the facts are facts. It can happen. It has happened already. So, safety first.
Man, All right. Thank you, caller. I appreciate that. I didn't know of any instances.
Told you, man. I just know me.
Riis, you'll be a rapist?
But not a rapist. I just know I know people that'll play gay. Like, I'm just going to go in there just to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
then maybe somebody let you wonder what they do. Because I be wondering what girls, you ever been to a girls' wash, like a girls' bathroom? They got a lounge. They be having couches and chairs. I mean, I would want to go to the girls' bathroom just because they get, man, I remember when my mom, when you was a little kid,
used to go in there with your mama.
And you get to go in there with your mama. You'll be like, you go into the church bathroom on the ladies' side, it'll be like they had carpet, they had
lounge,
chairs, they was sitting right.
You go in the men's bathroom, it's smaller with you.
And then, first of all, and then let's just be clear, we really don't need to put a girl plus. I mean a men plus, because if it's a line in the women are taking the men's anyway. You ever go somewhere, Riis, you ever been in line at the club or somewhere, and you got to go, and the women's got a long line, the women just stand in front and try and jump in the men's line and be like, you gonna play me? Like, I got to go to the bathroom too, girl.
So that's different. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, at certain clubs or places I go, like, as an adult up north, a lot of their bathrooms are just bathrooms.
They're unisex. There's a shared sink, and then you just walk into your stall, and it ain't. That's different because community.
I'd rather do that then. You know.
So just make a wall of bathrooms, and you just walk into the door.
To the stall. You know what I'm saying?
And whatever you use is in there.
You're right, because of safety. Like, now it can't be, like you said, man, a child played like he was a homosexual and then raped 2 people. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I won't even, if that was
I think y'all are using extreme
if that was
examples.
but you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they would have said, hey, man, if you get on this boat, you're going to be slaves for 400 years. Like, if they would have thought about the extreme, like, you got to always think about the extreme first. Like, that's my extreme. Like, my extreme is some boy saying that he's this at my daughter's school, and then something happened, because I know I'm probably gonna go off. Can you imagine the parent of that child, or just the trauma of your child, your daughter calling you and telling you that a transgender male did something to her in the washroom in high school? Like, the trauma. Like,
Riis, you tripping, man.
No, they're tripping. These are children. They don't pay no bills. They don't have no rights. They don't, as my mama say, a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. So stop making these. Look, they trying to worry about all the wrong stuff. I couldn't.
We can't. Look, think about this. All this while 1 in 4 black kids go to an underperforming school. All this while only 10%. Check this out, Riis. Check this out. Did you know that only 10% of the students in CPS are white, but over 50% of the teachers are white? It's like, I feel like sometimes we are having other value sets imposed upon us through the government. I am not sure, without alienating anybody, that needs to be raised up as a priority in our. I do feel like there is this thing against black men. Okay, so I want to. I think that it will disproportionately impact the black community. Right? I think that it will, I truly think that it will YouTube snapping. YouTube voting like a mug. They like 91% of them say no. 9% say yes. Let's see what they saying on Facebook.
You should just make a separate. If that's the case, just make a separate bathroom. Make a women, a men, and just make a gender plus bathroom. That gender plus bathroom could be for however you identify yourself, but you should allow people to have the privacy to go in the bathroom and feel comfortable in the washroom. I want to go in the washroom and know that I won't have something like that happen. I want to, it's the washroom.
But that could happen in a women's washroom too, Riis. I mean, a dude could just walk into the bathroom and be like, "Get in this dog." That's
a less chance of knowing that I have dudes in there, that is easy accessible. Like if a dude going there, he trying to sneak high. He not supposed to be in there. But when you give me free roam and free access to, portray to be anybody and just to like get up on there, that's what I'm trying to say. No, you should make. I have nothing against anybody in the decisions that they make in their life. I don't judge nobody. But I'm just saying, for safety reasons, even for just women and men in general, like you just said, it can happen into like a regular woman's bathroom, or like sometimes even transgenders get beat up in bathrooms for being a transgender. So just, you know what I'm saying? So you should say, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna put a ladies' bathroom right here. I'm gonna put a man's bathroom right here, and I'm gonna put a transgender bathroom right here. So those that identify themselves as anything, then other than they can go in the bathroom where they feel, safe. But it's no way.
I wonder whose rights whose rights are they concerned with? I think we're moving away from majority rules. I'm not saying that always majority rules is right, but man, this one's deep. This is deep, girl. I mean, Riis, how many parents even know that happens in their school?
I used to try to sneak in the girls' bathroom.
We all try to sneak in the girls' bathroom. You at least one of the people.
I can just walk in.
I can walk straight up. Well, not straight.
I went into the bathroom. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna do what? What they gonna do? They gonna be like, never mind.
Why that voice?
They can't offend me because once you say anything about me, I'm offended and I'm suing you and I got a bag. There's nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. I'm going to tie a noose around my neck.
You finna juicy.
Me, and then
Oh, Lord, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after this. And when we come back, I'll get ready to tune in. I'm going to tell you about the Democratic slating process and what I saw yesterday and what I think we need to do to change it. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up!
So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talking about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them. Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family. And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know. And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's In It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
The skin of men fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. Live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so it's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Justice what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul. Black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program, who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system, total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's, that's a shame, boy. Augment reality, better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react, I put my fist up in the skies like a beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest if we seek it. All the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture, I hope you see it. Guess what the theme is? I love being black. We turning up, I love being black. Say it loud, man, I love being black. One more time, I love being black. Hey. Well, how about you? Done seen these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can grow to. Feeling good about yourself, melanated, mood muse. Always service humble pie. We don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin, this right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth, living proof truth. Say it loud if you black and proud. I salute you and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Super melanation, renovation of our databases. Gotta fix the trinity to make it past the matrix. There's a rabbit in the hole. No decision, you gon' chase it or just shove it for complacency. Here's your motivation. Black power in your veins. Up to us to build a nation. European mental detox completely we erase it. You can't keep writing over old information. Probably bring it right back if you love being black. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. I do this for my people all across the map. Even for the ones who don't identify with being black. Hebrews the best elixir. Go ahead and try your best. It's truth serum, my loose spirits. The ancestors speak to me and spit the truth. Hear it. You broken souls here to re-engineer them so that they fearless. This person's atmospheric as the hell is spinning. Trying to strategize a way so we can start winning. It begins with pride of yourself. Embracing this feeling. Say no new friends. That's what happened to the village. Too much individualism. It's easier to pillage. I'm just making this appearance for coherence so you can understand what we up against. Hit the reset button, switch covenants. It's my contract to the people that I'm publishing. It's a new era, hood to hood, feel the power and I'm loving it. Turn up, neck turn up, strapped with the black burner. Murder, you sleeping and I shoot up your server. Corrupted service after 5 minutes, time to purge them. We waking up and that's what got them nervous. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud, man. I love being black. One more time. I love being black.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. It's What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now of the politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Todd explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve them. In the mirror, realize you great. Yeah, we always argue with our brothers, but ain't nobody gonna take our place. Just stay in tune and stay on top about who forward, about who not. Just green light all the black economy. Then watch watch all the shooting don't stop. To my black people in power, just remember we put you in power. If you really want to save all the black princesses, be Mario and not Bowser. They gave us a hard job. We gon' make it if we do it together. Divided we fall, we gotta evolve. With confidence, you are ready before you started. With no confidence in the people, we always gon' be defeated.
What's in it for me? What's in it for you? Who's telling the lies? Who's telling the truth? Black people realize the sun shines for you. So stop the divide. See what melanin do. What's in it for the black people? All the lies being heard before. You gotta do more than listen. Let's go action with on the count of three. Let's run.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis, the ruler, in the building. And I'm going to tell y'all. I don't, some days I wonder when can we ever have common sense conversations. I'm at a loss of when are we really ever able to speak uncompromised, our own uncompromised truth. Yesterday, let me back up. I'm going to have a conversation about what I witnessed over the last 2 days. And there are going to be people, what I've come to the recognition is whether I say something or I don't say something, they're still going to blame it on me, right? Like, if I don't say nothing, if I be quiet and it's chill out, Maze, don't say nothing, just be quiet, they kick you in the head. If you stand up and speak on the issues, then you get kicked in the head by the people who you standing up for. And I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this same show every day. I am. Don't get me wrong, I love the audience, but I'm tired of doing the same show every day, of the disenfranchisement of us as we slide off this cliff. And so somebody sent me a note and said, hey, Maze, people are going to say, you're just doing this, you're just making it up because you're mad at what happened, and they tried to tie it to my wife. So the first thing I want to do is I want to separate this conversation from my wife, even though they're not going to allow it. But I need to frame this properly. The black community in Chicago and in Cook County is in a state of emergency. We have every challenge being placed on our family structure. We can't talk about it. we are watching our power, our political power, being collective political power being given away for individual leadership. And literally, we act like we don't see it, even as it's happening. Right? We just looked at where we are. Yesterday I had the opportunity to be standing in the hallway looking through the glass doors at the podium of what was to be interpreted as the most powerful black leader in the state. As she she paid her political debts with our black opportunities and our future. And I watched as a woman of color did the bidding of, I'm not exactly sure who, white progressives. I'm not exactly sure who. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to describe what happened yesterday. So in case you all did not know the process, the Democratic Party of Cook County has a slating process. The slating process is where they go through the list and all the candidates come and they present. There was a pre-slating, and then the candidates come back and they present to a committee, and then the committee votes to make a recommendation, and then that recommendation is then given to the body, and then the body has to vote yes or no on that recommendation. Are you with me? Does that make sense? So on Monday, we watched as the chairman of the Democratic Party worked to break up a black political coalition. And it was more than a black political coalition. It was black, white, and Latino. I do want to point out that as we seek to create this new ward, and as we seek to build relations, we're going to have to work on our Asian relationships, because the singular Asian person, the singular Asian committeeman, went out of her way to verbally attack the black candidates. So when we talk about stop Asian hate, we need to be realistic, because sometimes we allow these people to come in our neighborhoods even as they are trying to gut us. When you heard me on yesterday, what you saw was the frustration and the anger. So can I back up? Because I understand the game, and quite frankly, there was, as they said yesterday, the democratic process is messy. And I gotta agree, and I gotta tell you that I don't believe that the Democratic Party did anything wrong on its face, right? I believe that, and again, as a person who has been on the other side and used the rules and the tactics to win, I think that they did a masterful job of getting the slate approved that the Cook County Board president and chairman of the Democratic Party wanted to get done. So, were they effective in accomplishing the goal that they wanted to accomplish by getting their slate approved? Why, yes, they were. And I have absolutely no anger with that, right? It's like you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Now, I gotta be honest. You all know that my wife and I have different ways of operating. And so I'm going to take this personal moment, and I'm probably going to be in trouble for it, and then I'm going to walk away from it, and then I'm just going to stay on what I'm on. Riis, Carrie Steele grew up as a child of a Chicago alderman who decided that he didn't want to play those games and he just felt like he didn't want to be in city council. So he went to the judiciary, where he then became not only a judiciary, where he became an appellate court judge. In that process, Carrie Steele was a child of the Cook County Democratic Party. Now, probably more of the independent side, but nonetheless, a child of the Democratic Party. Riis, she worked at the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District as a chemist. Then worked her way to become an elected commissioner. Then worked her way to become the president of the board. All along the way, facing the resistance of the party that she grew up in. Riis, she was the chairman of the 6th Ward Young Democrats. They wasn't cold like the 27th Ward Young Democrats. But that's why I met Carrie, because I was the president of the 27th Ward. She came through with a knockoff vote or die shirt, but they thought they was fresh. She was cold, though. She wore that shirt. When she came around the corner, I was like, damn. It's like, that's a knockoff, but boy, I'm not going to say nothing. Riis, she went on to become the chairman of the Cook County Young Democrats. Always carried herself with style, grace. When she decided to run, the party would not endorse her because a rich white candidate paid black committeemen. Let me back up. A rich white candidate used a lot of money to encourage people to take her off of her palm card. Off of their palm card. She lost by 10,000 votes even after the party did not support her. She came back and ran again as a loyal member of the party. Riis, to watch black committeemen who essentially she grew up with or watched her grow, or in some cases she was there longer than them, to watch the organization that you have respected and honored and checked me on numerous occasions, to watch them not even give her the dignity of the opportunity to be heard and to be voted on by her colleagues based on her credentials. I gotta tell you, Riis, I felt the kind of way yesterday. I felt the kind of way about Democratic loyalty. I felt the kind of way because it's like you promote from within. And I gotta tell you, to watch Tony Preckwinkle lead the charge, stand up, discredit her education, discredit her work, discredit the fact that she leads an agency with almost 2,000 employees, multi-billion dollar agency with 2,000 employees, AAA bond rating, to watch that be negated by a black woman who is our representative at the table. Riis, I felt a certain kind of way about loyalty. And I got to tell you, I got a little emotional. And I think a lot of people was like, oh, Maze, he just mad because something happened to her wife. But no, it really was me watching someone kill our future. Willfully, intently, for the benefit of a white male. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't have a beef or an issue with the process. But I do think that there should be an advantage to having black people in leadership when black people are on the stake. And the fact that it was black people, as a matter of fact, our most powerful black woman doing the dirty work of, it can only be the dirty work of who? It made me say to myself, if they're willing to kill our children and if they are willing to kill our next generation, somebody has to say something. Now, I got to be honest with y'all. Black folks was in there trying to stick together. They were. And for as much smack as we talk, I got to give many props to the members of the Black Caucus who did stick with Kerry. But it was crazy to me, Riis, to look at the roll call, to watch the roll call, know that we probably never will get a fair shake at with the leadership that we have. Nobody will get through the pipeline. They will, because the choke point of the pipeline is the president of the board, is the president of Cook County Democrats. And so, with no record of I don't know how we get out of this hole if the people that have the ability to take the lid off the barrel are standing on top of the barrel. And Riis, because everyone has a fear of consequences from Tony Preckwinkle and threatening people and demanding and telling, Riis, got grown men not willing to show up, to hide from standing up. Riis, at the end, people was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's terrible, these things. And I said to myself, as people were saying how wrong it was, like, to be denied the opportunity to present your credentials by a black woman, and nobody, male or female, willing to stand. Well, let's back up, because the white guys stood up too. And quite frankly, Riis, I found some unlikely allies. Check this out, y'all. Let me show you how crazy this rolled out. Do you know who do you think is the least likely person in the world to support Carrie Steele? What if I told you that even Michael J. Madigan, Supreme Team of the Green Team, the former Speaker of the House, supported Carrie Steele. And they used black women to drive the wedge to stop. You know what the craziest part was? Was to watch the white guys who were with Carrie be like, I can't believe your own people would do that to you. Like the reality so Riis, but what I realized yesterday was that even though everybody said what President Preckwinkle did was wrong, nobody would say it out loud. Right? Nobody, like, you know how I told you people come whisper, and I think when I said I don't want to be scared anymore, Riis, I don't want to be scared. Riis, what's 12,000 signatures? And I think that I'm not going to get any endorsements. I don't even want any endorsements except from black people. Like, I don't want no political endorsements. I don't want no ward organization. I want, Riis, I'm not emotional anymore about it because, Riis, it worked the way it's supposed to work. Do y'all remember when I told y'all that the goal of the Democratic Party is to not allow you to have a choice, so you're forced? Right? Remember, like, they knock everybody off the ballot, so you're forced, and then they never have to answer the question. So right now, even as people have been brutalized, no one will challenge the president. Why? Fear. Is every black man scared? Does everybody have to be scared, Riis? Like, it's crazy to me. It's funny. Because people without the knowledge don't have the fear of stepping into the game. Could you imagine if you got the knowledge and could let go of the fear and step into the game? Can she stop me from getting 12,000 signatures? And at that point, I get to be in the debates. I don't care who else get in. And at that point, Riis, can you imagine answering the question? She going to be Latinx, she going to be people of color. But when it comes down to what have you done for black people? And I don't want, can I say this? Because I had somebody say, Maze, you can't make a campaign only about black people. I said black people first. And here's what I know. I know that no one in Cook County, black, white, Asian, or Latino, we got to stop the Asian hate, though. Real talk, y'all. The Asian hate was strong against black folks. But I need to point this out, Riis. We have to have a choice, and we have to force these questions. Now, maybe I need for us, and when I come back, I want to tell you the wards that we need to start organizing in. And I'm going to tell you your wards. Shout out to Devin and Audrey. Because in the 34th ward, your committeeman, he can't even help. Y'all ain't going to even have a ward left. And he out here trying to property tax y'all up out of here. But see, that's not my business right now. That's not the game I'm in. The game I'm in is organizing ward by ward. If we have 20 people in every black ward, I promise you we'll be stronger than any organization for the most part. We got to come to the 7th ward, right? See, I think that what's happened is black folks have become so comfortable being protected that they don't feel like there is a consequence for their choices. So when we come back, y'all, we're going to continue this conversation. Remember, the whole point was to not give you a choice. Because if you don't give them a choice, then they get what they want. Now, you got to think about this, Riis. Do you realize that Tony Preckwinkle led the charge to put all white men at the top of the Democratic ballot? Do you understand that Tony Preckwinkle led the charge to ensure that a black woman did not have a voice or the opportunity to present to her own colleagues? Shout out to Ricky Jones. Shout out to the Democratic women of Cook County who told Tony Preckwinkle they weren't coming. Who told her that was unacceptable. Like, I got to understand how black women can even, like, I understand y'all play the power game. But when we come back, let's talk about these 12,000 signatures I need to get. And who's going to help me get them? Reporters were calling all night last night. Are you just mad? Is this real? Reggie, Jesse. We need 12,000 signatures. But I said, Riis, I want to do 36. Respect to Zerlina Smith. Got no ill will towards that sister. And sister, we could talk. But this whole premise of consistently trading our collective power for one individual has to stop. Because it's not about one person. It's about them killing our future. Future. Really. It is. You think about what message that sent to every young Democrat, every young person that tried to be respectable and do it the right way. You know, I'd be like, screw it all. But you think about someone who did it and followed the rules and did it the right way, and what that meant, that a Wall Street banker could come buy his way in. And then they demand loyalty to a party that doesn't show loyalty. I just don't feel like I need to be roped to that. That's me, Maze Jackson. I'm speaking for Maze Jackson right now. Watching how they played, we have to have an alternate route to secure our future. Like, these people are auction. Do y'all understand right now our schools won't have... Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break because it's like I'm not mad no more. I just need to help. We need to get to 12,000 signatures. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:39 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. In traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 42 32 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 32. On the Edens, we got Deerfield to Exchange, 44 minutes. Exchange back out to Deerfield, 36. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 45 minutes. 38 minutes back out to Thorndale. The Stevenson is 48 minutes from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, outbound 32. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 40 minutes, 32 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is now 23 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes back to 95th. On DuSable, Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 8 minutes. Jackson to 55th is 9. On the north side, Randolph to Bryn Mawr, 8. Bryn Mawr 2, Randolph 9. Today's weather, it is currently 55 and cloudy. Today will be a high of 66 with a low of 48. I'm Riis the Ruler. Here's Addicted here on the Maze Jackson Show.
Oh, baby. I mean, I know that you're here with me and everything, but since you just left a few hours ago, I've just been going crazy. And I done come to realize one thing. Oh, baby, I miss you. Yeah. Oh, baby, oh, darling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Your love must be some kind of drug, baby, 'cause it just keeps on calling me, and I just need a hit of your love. It's got me shaking and feeling for your touch. Baby, of you I can't get enough. It feels like I done OD'd on you, babe. I'm addicted for you. Can't stop loving, 'cause I can't get enough of you, babe. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. This must be love. 'Cause I can't get enough of your loving. I'm so addicted. Can't stop loving. I need you right now, baby. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. You're always on my mind, my mind, my mind, every day. It's been too long since I had you in my arms, and I don't know if I can take any more of being without you. Even though it's only been an hour, it feels to me just like forever. And I am hoping that I can see you soon. I'm so addicted. Lord have mercy. I can't be without you, baby. Oh no, not for a minute, not for an hour. I can't get enough. I'm so addicted.
You are tuned in to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I got my man DJ Riis the Ruler in the building. Riis, we doing our thing on the ones and twos. Hey, check this out. A lot of y'all was asking me, Maze. So I got the roll call, and I'm going to just tell you. So if you live in the 34th Ward, your committeeman voted against your future. If you lived in the 4th Ward, your committeeman voted against your future. I want to make sure you're clear that was not Sophia King. If you are in the 5th Ward, Will Calloway, the 5th Ward alderman and committeeman voted to support the white guy with a lie. If you live in the 7th ward, I got to tell you, the 7th ward broke my heart. The 7th ward broke my heart. Really? Well, we'll let that go. The 9th ward, good friend Anthony Beal, who we've always welcomed on the show, always given a platform. 29th ward, committeeman. The 3rd ward, committeeman. Thornton Township, the biggest black vote getting township in the state, went against us. Not us, against Kerry and your future. And Bremen Township. Those are the black people that, and again, guys, the premise wasn't, they voted to not give black people a choice. They voted to protect white privilege. And I gotta understand who among us is concerned about our future? Who is stewarding black political power? And Riis, I'm not screaming, I'm not yelling, because I'm not like, but who will ever have the future of the back of black people's future? Like, y'all, do y'all understand right now? We are being slid off this map. We're about to lose in the ward remap process. We're losing black political power everywhere. And I would tell you, Riis, people say, Maze, you can't say black first, but I do believe that people understand, even white folks know, that if we don't get the black community straight, the county ain't going to be straight. And I would be honest with you and say, guys, this isn't about a personal vendetta. I got to be clear with you. It is really about saying, okay, it's not going to change. You can keep hoping. You can keep praying. You can keep thinking that one day, maybe if we try this. And all of the same reasons that the county board president lost every black ward twice in the mayor's race is the reason that we have to do something. Now, I am 100% willing to get out of the way, but we as black folks cannot afford to continue to turn a blind eye to people that do not have our best interests. Look, I can coalition build. Can I tell you? Yesterday at the Democratic slating, Riis, you all may have heard me call this guy names. Got to send a big shout out to Paul Rosenfeld from the 47th Ward, the largest vote-getting ward, white ward, and they worked their butts off to try and give an opportunity. Let me tell you something, Riis. Let me ask a question. Do you need the support? Do I need to get political endorsements to win this race? Because I know I'm not going to get endorsed by any politician. Do I need the endorsement? Like, I want to unify black voters and give them a place where they can see their interests represented. Right? Unfiltered. I may not win. I believe I can win. I believe that black issues are the issues that impact the entire county. And I look around and I was like, well, I guess we got to open up an office in the 7th Ward. I would say, like, man, you already at war with the black businesses in the neighborhood. I guess we got to start building that base and start growing that. I don't feel like we have to name call anymore. I'm not name calling anybody. Respect to everybody who did what they were supposed to do. But I cannot say that that was in the interest of black future. Not honestly. And I think when you look at our leadership, they still are confused about black first. To be a successful candidate in Cook County, do I need to have the support of the Cook County Democratic Party, or can I run to the people? Because you know I'm not going to get invited to none of the fundraisers, and quite frankly, I don't want to go to the fundraisers. I'd rather go to where you are. I'd rather come to every ward and every township and build a 20-person organization. Why are you laughing at me, Riis? See, you don't believe in me either, Riis.
I know you're going to win with ease. I already know you're going to win.
Well, it seems like, see, I feel like who protects everybody else, Riis? Like, if the county board president only has time to be whooping on black folks who don't stay in line, and she ain't got to worry about nobody else, then she gonna stay whooping on us. And guess what she gonna keep doing, bro? Killing the babies. She's gonna be killing our future and planting new seeds. Think about what she did yesterday in installing, as she is, and I don't want to be ageist, but I don't believe I could win with black votes only either. But I don't believe that white folks, I believe that white folks need somebody black and strong who ain't gonna be jibber-jabbering around the edges. We got black issues we need to deal with. There's not a white organization that can do it. So anyway, Riis, it's 12,000 signatures. It's 12,000 signatures. Riis, will black people accept a strong-willed pro-black man in office? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I know we got to build coalitions, but do you think that it's possible to elect a black elected official who is pro-black? Or do you have to hide your blackness to be successful? I mean, I got to be honest. I don't want to run on the Obama model. $12,000 signatures. Who could stop me? Us. Riis, I'm gonna need you to give me 1,000. I think if we do a week Wednesday, we probably could get it. But I guess my question is, do you need the party to be successful as a black Democrat? I need young voters. I need the seniors. So we got to have a youth. And the other part is they're going to try and dry up all the money. So we're going to have to do it by pennies, nickels, dimes, and dollars. Y'all think I get the 30,000? I want 36,000. Because can you imagine? Can I tell y'all now? let me tell y'all up front. I am not perfect. I have had previous cases in the past, in a long distance past. Riis, I have owned multiple businesses, some of them successful, some of them not. Some of them have gone out of business, some of them have not. Riis, I have lobbied. I have worked at the Roosevelt Group. Look, Riis, I'm not going to, I feel like they're going, right now, can I tell you, my search engines went all the way up yesterday? Because when I said it, they automatically started trying to find dirt and opposition research so they could start figuring out. Because can you imagine when they say Mays Jackson is on the ballot for Cook County Board President? What does that campaign look like? I mean, Riis, I ain't scared to say nothing on stage. Remember unmitigated gall? Remember I thought I was going to put 12 shots in him? Riis, I'm not scared. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Are y'all scared? Everybody can't be scared. Everybody just can't be scared. And I feel like somebody got to stand up because they're going to keep killing our babies. Can I tell y'all, when we walked in the room yesterday, people were shook. And I was looking around the room like, okay, let's do the math. We can beat you. Come on, Brian. I'm happy. Come on with it. Let me tell you what, brother. My feelings been hurt before. They have. My feelings get hurt every day when I look up and I see our political power being traded away. And again, I'm just tired of talking about it. So, detract if you want, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be on that ballot. I bet you I'll give me 12,000 signatures, and I bet she ain't knocking me off. And you can best believe that 257932, all of them calling for the debate. And I'm taking every one. Every single one. And whether we win or not, we will inflict. And we going to open up this. We're going to open it up, bro, because it's like we can't keep killing. The young people are seeing it. So, Brian, I welcome the challenge, and my feelings don't get hurt. My feelings cannot be more hurt than they cannot be more hurt than watching us continually jump off the same cliff to protect the same people that are willing to trade our futures away. You watched her trade our birthright away yesterday, and we talk about. Y'all understand our birthright, our future is being decided by someone that won't even be here to live to see it. Real talk. She tried to make a generational change and keep us out of it. Understand, yesterday she squelched the Black Caucus, stood up and said after the Latinos was trying to take the map that they weren't going to support the Latino candidate. And guess what? She sided with the Latinos. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I got to say, there has to be some advantage to having your own people in play. Riis, there's no point in you working the door and I come to the door and you act like you don't know me. Why do I put you at the door? And I think that for a very long time, I personally have viewed my political freedom through the eyes of this system with the hopes that one day we would be good enough. Like, I'll be honest, y'all. Like, I always hoped that one day somebody would finally say, man, brother, you work hard for your people. You're good enough. And I realize that I am good enough, but that's not going to come from them. That's something that I have to have in me. And as Minister Farrakhan told me in the past, and look, they're going to use that against me too. He said, the Lord has wiped the spittle from your eyes. That's why you see men, not trees. And I'm just going to tell you, Brian, I don't see trees. I see men. And guess what? I ain't never scared. So look, y'all, we're going to talk about this. Well, actually, when we come back, I'm about to swap out on my coffee because I got my man Trey Pugh here from Sip and Savor, and we're going to be talking about what he's got going on over there as well. But don't ask no questions. Right? I see you with my 12,000. For those of you that don't know, though, we will be organizing ward by ward. And again, if not me, who? I smart. I's kind. I could put a couple words together. All right. There is the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTBP. Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history. All because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know? I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happening in town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. The quest for 12,000 signatures will begin in January. Also, Riis, you know what I did not tell people? I forgot to remind them. This Saturday and Sunday, don't forget the What's in It for the Black People concealed carry class. You can stop at WIIFTBP. You can stop up at the TP, pay for your tickets there, pay for your registration there. It's $250. You will leave with everything you need to file for your concealed carry license. It takes about 90 days after you complete the class to get your your license in the mail, but you don't have to be going pew, pew, pew. You can be like, boom, boom, boom. I'm having no problem. No problems. The Maze Jackson Show. So y'all get y'all tickets. Black instructors, Black focused, keeping us forward. The quest for 12,000 signatures begins in January, but we are starting. We got to organize all of our wards. Everywhere Black people live, we need between 20 people in every Black ward and township. Yo, we do that, we'll be the largest Black political organization in Cook County. Period. And then who gonna stop us? Right? There has to be a path for our future. And I think if you're planning your retirement, then you probably aren't thinking about our long-term future. And I think I don't want to sound ageist. You're killing me, man. Yeah. You're killing me with dragging it on the table. Hold on. So I need for y'all to be part of there is no Calvary, so we gotta be part of our own liberation. I'm not here to call no names no more. And when I say call names, I'm not. Y'all remember it used to be a time when, again, I started to wear my T-shirt, started to rename, I started to recrown the queen, bring all that. Gotta do the work. So we're about to do the work. Speaking of doing the work, in the building with me today, this brother, I look up and I see he got one here, one there, one everywhere. He's got 3 locations. Bronzeville, and Hyde Park.
And one out in Matson also.
And Matson. Oh, dang. Hold on. So you got 4. You got a joint venture, so I'm going to need you to scoot up and talk to the mic. Hey, y'all, in the building right now with me is Trez Pugh. He is the owner and proprietor of Sip and Savor Coffee House. Welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. What's up, my brother?
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come on.
Oh, no. All day. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. So, Trez, tell me about yourself, man. Tell me about this savory item that I'm sipping as I sit here, sipping Sip and Savor.
There you go. So, briefly about me, I'm the founder and CEO of Sip and Savor Hospitality Group, which is a company that owns high-end coffee houses.
Okay.
Currently, we have 3 locations in the city and 1 in the suburbs. And our whole mantra is where coffee and community meet. And just briefly, what we try to do is get people to come to the coffee house. You know, Black folk like to get together, whether it's at a church or a club or whatever. I want them to come to the coffee house and network. And so while you're there, you should be able to enjoy some great coffee from the motherland, a great ambiance, and as I always said, enjoy them 5 C's, be it crisp, clean, classy, consistent customer service.
All right. So let me back up. So how does a brother get into the coffee business? How did this happen?
Well, it was a fluke for me. I was in real estate and I owned a property there on 43rd, and some childhood friends who liked coffee wanted to rent out the space. I had no idea they had ulterior motives. They wanted to bring me in to be a partner because I had the bricks, they had the know-how and the equipment. And on paper, it would have been a great situation.
Okay.
But we started off as Bronzeville Coffee House, lasted for about 4.5 years.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah. And so I learned a lot by just watching them guys in the industry. So when I decided to keep it going and they didn't want to go any further, I just branched off into Sip and Savor on my own.
Okay. And so Sip and Savor, and when did that happen about?
Right at about 2009 or 10.
Okay, 2009 or 10. Oh, damn, brother. So you've been doing your thing. Yeah. So how long have you been in business as Sip and Savor?
At Sip and Savor, I've been in business 9 to 21. That's 12, 13 years, but I've been in the coffee business 16.
Okay, so, brother, a lot of times people, I was over in, I don't know if it was Little Village or something, but I was with my man Roberto, and there was a coffee place over on the southwest side. It was Latino. Kind of took up the corner and it took up the block, but it was almost like a bar. Like it was more like a bar feel, and it kind of reminds me of what you're saying, where you said like it's a place. coffee houses have become gathering locations. You hear about it with Starbucks, not so much Dunkin', but then you see Sip and Savors. I think about Friends, and they always met at the coffee house, right? And Sip and Savors seems to be that. I was in your store the other day for a meeting, and then I ran into Brother Olamenji, and I was meeting. I ran into a couple other people, and then I ran into goodness gracious, from CPS, I can't think of her name right now, the yoga instructor, and I was like, dang, it's like y'all up in here kicking it.
Right. And that's one of the things I pride myself on. You can come in there. It's like a modern day Cheers. Everyone knows your name. A barista should know your drink. And it's one of them safe spaces, man, where you come there and you can just get things done.
Yeah, I mean, and plus you got Wi-Fi there. I saw you got a printer. I mean, now let me ask the question, because I always thought about this. I always feel uncomfortable at coffee houses after 2 hours. Because some people come in and they be like, it's my office. Right. How does that work? Like, when people come in, do they come in and do they work out? Or how does that work?
It's a delicate dance you have to do. What I try to tell my employees to do, if you see somebody in there, posting up forever, you just walk over and offer them something. Hey, would you like to try one of our mango teas? It's really good or something. Instead of coming over there and being condescending, hey, you haven't bought anything. And then when people kind of engage, you kind of let them know, in order for us to stay open, I'm sorry, let me cut this thing off. In order for us to stay open, we need people to support us. I mean, we got electricity, you got the TVs, the music and everything, and we try to just educate our consumer, because some people just don't get it. They come in there and bring their own water, they ask you for a lemon, and then, what's the Wi-Fi passcode. So, yeah, majority of people don't do that, but you got a select few that'll come in there, and as long as you open, they're going to post up.
Now, I'll be honest, I've been to Sip and Savor, and I think I've been to all the locations. I haven't been to the one in the Rosenwald yet. Mm-hmm. But what I do know is that the first time I really realized that y'all was cracking more than just coffee was I went to the Plant-Based African, had a vegan barbecue in the back.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like, what? Wait, he was like, we had Sip and Save. I'm like, how you going to have a barbecue? But I mean, how you going to call it a barbecue and you ain't got no meat, right? But I went out back and I saw that you had the patio in the back and people was out there kicking it. Talk to me about how people use it as an event space and how they use it as a gathering spot to showcase kind of their arts and their wares and what they're doing.
Yeah, so one of the things we try to do is give back to the community. So back in the day, I used to have comedians back there. I had live bands and all that to practice their craft. And it was free. Bring your own food, bring your own bottle. What we try to do now is provide a safe venue space where you can come and have birthday parties. You can have weddings. A lot of the fraternities come and have their meetings or condo associations. And what it allow us to do is get another river of revenue, not a stream, a river, because we need it all. And it allowed them to have a safe space that's black-owned and that they can feel, that they're doing something in the community, because them dollars are used back to hire people from the community.
Okay, so now how does one become a barista? And do black people really call themselves baristas?
They call themselves some of everything. They get up in there. But, yeah, it's just a matter of being trained and learning the art, the temperature, where the coffee comes from, climate. It's a lot involved. It's like wine, man.
Yeah, I've noticed that coffee I'm a super simple dude, right?
I doubt that.
No, and coffee, first of all, I'm a newbie to coffee. Only reason I really started drinking coffee was because I started doing mornings. And I had to be there at 4 o'clock in the morning. And so I was just like, I need to try a boost. And boy, that stuff started running through me. I was like, could you put some more cream in there? So, but coffee, you talk about your coffee coming from Africa. Explain to me about coffee, because coffee is one of the biggest commodities in the world, huh?
Yeah, second only to oil, second largest traded commodity. Well, coffee, depending on climate and all that, most of mine come from Africa and some from Costa Rica, Uganda, Ethiopia, Tanzania, and all them. And what happens there, I make sure my growers are giving a fair wage. So I pay more for my coffee. You got certain coffee companies, I won't name none, that pay the growers and the pickers pennies on the dollar. So they can't even live. They're living in huts. So I always try to promote to people that, hey, this is certified fair trade. That means when it comes across the country and customs go through it, I have to have certain papers signed to make sure these people that are picking these live in a fair wage and they got a house and they can have running water and eat food.
Got it. So where does you said it comes from where specifically?
All over. Most of mine come from Ethiopia, Tanzania, but a lot of mine come from Costa Rica, our medium roast, which is one of our biggest sellers.
So now, Trez, talk to me about how the businesses did during the pandemic. One of the things that I was curious, a lot of brick and mortar businesses during the pandemic had challenges. Talk to me about how you navigated the pandemic.
Well, it's challenging, and we still are navigating it. So when you have a business that you're used to having people gather, having meetings and all that, and now all of a sudden you can't, you have to be extremely creative and innovative. And what it did is really tested our business model as far as the where coffee and community meet piece. So what we started to do, I pulled my team together, and we did a lot of different things. And real quickly, of course, we had to cut hours. You know, people weren't able to stay in there. So what we did is did like a drive-up window. We partnered with some chefs where they could do pre-cooked meals, and people could come to our coffee house to pick them up. They didn't have to come inside because at Bronzewood, we got the windows that open up. So you can just come to the door and, you know, so they was able to pay their employees. I was able to make a little money by them renting the inside of my place, and they was able to do that. Another thing we did was we did rentals, but you only can have up to 10 or 15 people, and we offered deals doing that. So we got real creative as far as using social media where people can order from our mobile app. You come in, we have it ready and get it to you. You couldn't sit in there, but you could still get the coffee. You just weren't able to get the feel of the ambiance, you know, the fireplace and all of that.
Man, well, I'm going to tell you, I think, Trez, that we have had to come up with some creative solutions, and I think that's one of the most creative solutions that you could come up with. Now, tell me about some of the vendors that come in and that have been coming in, because you have a great program for like the holiday season and actually for vendors who don't have brick and mortar spaces.
Right. So I'm glad you asked that. So we do this thing called Sip and Shop, and I sat down with my team. We do a lot of what we call spitballing or brainstorming, however you want to put it, about what can we do, and I'm always thinking like this, to help others, because it comes back tenfold when everybody's hurting or going through something. So I start looking at those vendors that only can go out there for like the African Fest or when it's nice out, street vendors. It gets cold, they have nowhere to sell their products or their services. So I said, you know, our piece on 47th, we shut down for a while when the pandemic was really bad and construction over there. I said, why don't we allow them to rent the place for a nominal fee and let them sell their stuff? They can have heat, they can have music, we can sell a little coffee, and we can use their following. And one thing I try to do when I bring them on is they can use my network. And I have like 20-something thousand people in my rewards program, 5,000 on Facebook, another 10 on Instagram. Now, granted, all of them not going to come, but if we can just scratch the service with 1% of 40,000, that may be exposed to your product or your service, it's going to help you exponentially. So we've done it the last 2 times, 32 vendors each. We're doing it this Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and the 19th, from 10 to 2 and from 3 to 7. And we have a lot of repeat vendors, and my goal is to get them to sell out every time they come there. I want people lined up to get these goods, candles, cosmetics. They got food vendors. We got jewelry, you name it, they got it there, hoodies, clothes. So if you guys out there, come and support these people because they have a great product.
All right, let me tell you, Trez, it's important that we work together. Now, talk to me about how you got people to work together, because, you know, sometimes in our community, people be like, man, who gonna be there? And talk to me about that.
I'm still deal with that, brother. What I try to do is lead by example. So instead of talking a whole lot about what we do, and I have these things called the Pugh Chronicles or the Trez Talks, where I try to keep people informed on what we're doing. In addition to that, I try to show it through our actions. And what I mean by that is right now I'll go to all of the locations, make sure I meet with customers, tell them what we're doing in the community. I meet with our new hires and other business owners that are struggling with the supply line, with labor and all that. I share some of my resources, and they start to see that, hey, this guy is more giving than taking. And they always say, you know, you keep your fist closed, nothing get in or nothing come out. So I talk to them about how I save money on vendors, how we can pool our resources together and do joint marketing ventures. If you need my space to do something and you ain't got enough, come over and holler at me, because we're much better together. And we're stronger.
Man, I'm going to tell you, it is something to open up your place and open it up and create a collaboration. Trez, now talk to me about this. You also got one in the suburbs. I woke up one day and I saw, man, I'm going to tell y'all this, though. I'm going to just tell y'all. Because I ain't going to be, no, keep this up. I don't get no invite, so I got to turn on social media and see everybody that I know in the world is out in the suburbs at a grand opening for a collaborative coffee restaurant. And I was like, oh, what am I, chopped liver? But it's all good. Tell us about the wonderful place you got out there.
Anything we do from now on, bro, you're going to be the first one to know. So I met with these brothers, Adam and Cliff, and they've been trying to get me to come to the suburbs. I'm a city dude. I grew up on the near north side, and I just did things you don't know about or you're ignorant to. Sometimes you don't want to venture into it. But if, you want to grow, you got to be uncomfortable. So, they kind of romanced me, talked to me, went out there, talked to the mayor, Matson. And so we opened up Red Star featuring Sip and Savor. So it's like a 6,000 square foot space where you have a coffee house inside it. You have a full bar, a full restaurant with a patio and an entertainment center where we do a lot of live music, karaoke, and things like that.
Man, all right, so look, what day is karaoke? Because I want to get me some karaoke on.
I want to say it's Monday. Let me double check with
karaoke.
You.
Now, y'all doing, what kind of karaoke y'all doing? Y'all doing trap karaoke? Y'all doing, do you do old school?
I was there one Monday and it was trap. But yeah, they usually do R&B, some rap, but I think they did a trap one day and it was pretty successful considering it's too much for me being the age I am. I had to try to exit stage left.
All right, now, Trez, talk to me about what else you do, because most entrepreneurs are serial, right? Yeah. Like they ain't just doing one thing; they doing all types of things. Talk to me about what else you doing.
Well, I really started off in real estate.
Okay, still in that business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Minutely though.
Okay.
Because of the market, but the real estate game is what put me on the map. I'm retired now. I was a federal agent.
Wait! You was the feds?
Back in the day, yeah.
Oh.
So I've been retired now for 2 years, but I did 38 years with the federal government.
As a what?
Well, I did multiple things. I tell you too much, I had to keep.
The FBI?
No.
SCI?
No. So anyway, on this coffee
Defense Department? Okay.
So, yeah.
Hey,
we'll talk
I
about
need
that
this place swept. I need this place swept. When he leaves, somebody get around here. Oh, yeah. Lord, he probably knocking on the door, putting check my
bugs and stuff. Yeah, they watching you already. I'm just teasing with you.
No, you ain't. Hey,
but on a serious tip, I was into the real estate piece, and my wife works for the city. I work for the government. So one of the things we always tried to do was help others. So for over 30 years, we've been helping disabled vets, recovering addicts, and otherwise people that be homeless. We let them stay above the coffee house, and we pay for all their toiletries. We make sure they have. We pay their utilities and everything, and we give them free cable and free Wi-Fi.
Why you do that?
Because my dad was that dude. He always tried to help people. And when you're doing good, you got to look out for your own. The ones that appreciate it and trying to do something positive, let me say that. Because you can't do it for everybody.
How do you know what? That's one of the challenges that I have, right? Like, I want everybody to do well. I want everybody to do good. And sometimes you open yourself up with the hopes of everybody understanding that, and then it doesn't always work. Like, how do you decide who you're going to help? How do you get to that without getting burned?
I always get burned, bro. I swear to God. It's hard. It's no magic wand you do. It's no science to it. You just sometimes listen to people and hope that they're going to do the right thing. I'll be lying if I say I have a system. I just go with my gut sometimes. Is this person for real? Are they really trying to do something? Or are they on game? So it's hard. I'm going to be transparent as hell. It's a turkey shoot. You don't know. You go with your heart.
How long do you keep trying? Because I'm about through with these ninjas sometimes. I be trying, and it's like it oftentimes, like I feel like I'm like 1 out of 5. Like for every 5 people I try to help, I might get 1.
20%, that's pretty good, considering. Because right now, man, I've been batting 1,000 as all of them been doing a job on me lately. And I started off really well back in the late 80s. People appreciate it. They leave off, get a job. They'll tell everybody about it. They have their own stories. Now it's a different breed of people out there, man, with this mentality of you owe me. Because you should give all the time. So,
hey, man, the shorties be like, hey, why should they work? Like, I'm telling you, man, it's interesting. Talk to me about what you have noticed in the workforce as a business owner, and really about how have you been in finding employees?
Man, you ask some tough questions, bro. This is something we talk about all the time. It's tough right now. Everybody wants a job, but nobody wants to work. I know that sounds weird, but
no, it does not.
Everybody wants a job, but nobody wants to work. So you have those.
Or they want to do what they want to do at the job.
Pretty much. And it's not to be negative all the time, because every once in a while you find that diamond in the rough or that anomaly or that person that stands out and you wish you can replicate them. But for that one that's doing that, you got 4 or 5 that's coming in late. You know, when they come in late, the 2 words I hate to hear all the time, only and just. I'm only an hour late, Mr. Pugh. I just, missed my bus and all that,
What's late to you as an owner?
As an owner, 10 minutes is late. 5 minutes is late. I think you should be somewhere 30 minutes before you start. That's that military piece in me. When you go into an interview, get there before the interviewer. Look at the place.
Let them walk past you and wait. Yeah. Make them feel like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we need a entrepreneurs therapist group. Like, I feel like I need a group for therapy for entrepreneurs, because it's like the more you try, and then if you got a black consciousness that comes with it, it just...
Yeah, it can be tough. And it's interesting you talk about therapy. Real quick, give my plug to my niece that comes in from Arizona. We got a 5-part series called Pieces of a Man that we do at 47th once a month. And we talk about forgiveness.
See that again? Once again, no invite, but go ahead, plug away. I'm just giving you
my man killing me. Yeah, because, it would be great for you to be there too, but we just started it, and it's been doing really good. And it's about forgiveness, love. You talk about finances. We talk about what is your purpose, what gets you up in the morning. We get real deep. It gets emotional. And it's a safe space for black men to cry, scream, snot, laugh, and leave and feel better about themselves. Because too often, man, a lot of us are out here drinking, getting high, killing ourselves because we don't talk to nobody. And I tell them all the time, man, because you show emotion don't make you weak.
Oh, man.
Because you cry, because you go
through something. Fault, men don't cry.
Yeah. So,
don't cry, man.
I just want to say, my niece, Sharita, we've been doing that. So when I talk about coffee, I know I came on to talk about the coffee piece, but I want people to understand we're more than just coffee. I always said, # we're a lifestyle. We're about something bigger than coffee. And that mental health piece is really big right now, bro.
Trez, I'm going to tell you what, man. I admire what you're doing.
Thanks.
Opening up the doors to our community, creating a safe space, providing jobs, and providing creative opportunities for black entrepreneurs to showcase their wares. All things that are commendable, and I think that people need to know more about you. Now, it's Christmas season, y'all. So one of the things that I think you all need to do, because this coffee is really good, is as you start to, they talking about supply chain. You ain't got no supply chain issues, do you? You got coffee for sale, don't you?
Yeah.
Gift cards.
Yeah, gift cards.
Y'all go check out the brother. Y'all go support the business. Y'all go, but don't go in there and just sit down. Could y'all please get like a donut or something? Get some coffee. The women behind the counter, the men behind the counter, everybody is cool, courteous. I'm going to tell you, I usually go in places with the expectation like, okay, I'm going to take a step. I'm going to set my expectations just maybe a little bit lower. And I would tell you that every time I do that and I come to Sip and Savor, they not only exceed my expectations, but they exceed my minimization, but they exceed the standards that I get when I go. And I'm not a big Starbucks person, but Starbucks or D&D. And I'm going to tell you, once you start being open at 4 o'clock in the morning, which probably be a while because black folks be like, that's they finishing up their last drink at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Come on.
But when you're open in the morning, let's figure it out because I definitely want to support your business. Hey, man, this is the Mays Jackson Show. We have been talking to Trez, Pugh. Trez, tell everybody where your locations are and how they can keep up with you.
Okay. Our flagship station is 528 East 43rd Street. Our venues are at 78 East 47th Street. Our other location is in Hyde Park, 5301 South Hyde Park Boulevard. The suburban location is 4129 211th Street out in Matson, Illinois, right next to the Pete's. And just real quick, remember the Sip and Shop Saturday and Sunday, and New Year's Day. We have a New Year's Day brunch and day party. It's going to be a lot of networking. I meant to talk about that, and I forgot about it. You can get in touch with us at Whitney@sipandsavorchicago.com.
Hey, yo, that's Trez Pugh. Sip and Savor, you heard it. Now go do it. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good, good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. Oh, when you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own woman on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Whew, got my co-host. I don't got my co-host. I got my man, DJ Riis the Rule in the building. And Riis, that was my man Trez. Pugh, sipping savor. Sipping and savoring on some coffee. He ain't bring you none? See how people...
No, it's all good.
We got to start getting...
Anyway.
Huh?
I'm a tea drinker.
I believe you.
You know what? I tell you one thing. Yeah, I tea, and you know who bring me tea every Sunday. I want to thank Church Chicago, man. They always bring me a tea from Starbucks. At that, they spend the big money on me. I ain't know all that important. Thank y'all.
Gone on Church Chicago. I'm sorry. I still ain't got my T-shirt. They took the T-shirts back.
Somebody took your tea.
It's okay. It's all right. I ain't tripping. Well, all right, it's okay. Riis, I'm calm. People be, it's like, y'all gotta understand I'm not upset, right? It just seems to me that black folks got to put black folks first. I can't speak for what happens with everybody else, but I know that black folks got to put black folks first. And Riis, I don't know any other way to mobilize than to stop talking about it and be about it. So that's what I'm going to do. Anybody on that line? They ain't even want to call us. They ain't want no coffee. Give us a call at 722-259-7474. I want to talk about anything. We only got a few minutes left. Riis, I want to remind everybody to stop up at TP. Big Swill is up at TP, right? Starting from 10 to 6 every day. Y'all know people that you need to get your Christmas presents. If you know smokers, tokers, Riis, I keep telling people, if you like my cousin, you got to check out them Mike Tysons. Mike Tyson, do you know Mike Tyson got his own blunt wraps and his own cones?
Yeah, I know he got his own blunt wraps and everything.
Yeah, man, I
got to make sure all the concussions to the head, man. I got to smoke so I, to shoot me down, man. The Don King, they're telling me all those things and everything.
So stop up and see Big Swill, 5401 South Wentworth. Yeah, man, we got, he got blunt wraps for sale. Riis, he got all the bongs. Have you seen them reverse gravity bongs that you could put the stuff in and turn it upside down, and then the smoke go to the other side, and then it come up, and then you be, I don't know nothing about it, but my cousin do. Big Swill got a raw store. So if you are a smoker of raw products, I'm still trying to see somebody do one of them supernaturals.
No, I want to see the one that he got. One is like,
that's the supernatural.
The one that's
the Wiz Khalifa.
Not the cone version though. The one that
we got those.
That's too much.
I want to see somebody stuff it in and bring it to the party.
See,
you can't pass it though.
Yeah, you can't even. And TP can't even light it.
But they be smart. I guess it's people.
I miss the days when you can just.
Well, Riis, not in TP. You can't do that.
Atlanta, you can smoke anywhere.
Hey, well, Chicago, you can too. You can go to jail for it still. Riis, I'm telling you though, you got to check out. Like, if you all are looking for what's in it for the black people gear for Christmas, I feel like what's in it for the black people gear is a good Christmas gift. Go get you a hoodie, get you a hat, go get you a mask. They got pins. They got everything you could possibly want. Plus, we got some other designers. They got Auntie Lives Matter shirts up there. They got Support Your Local Weed Man shirts. Get on up there. Riis, you should see, dude came in that other day and bought a 14-karat gold vape battery. Like, they got the gold. Have you seen the gold? Look, man, Big Swill done curated a crazy store up there. They got glassware. They got pipes. They got every kind of paper. Now, it's tobacco free. So if you're looking to go split your blunt, you can't do that. Go check them out. Black Wealth Initiative, too. Cracking in the building. Don't forget this weekend, concealed carry class. Riis, I can't believe you ain't taking the class, dog. You tripping. You don't want to learn how to book.
I already know how to do that, but the man got me already, man.
The man got you a license already?
No, I mean, I can get that man anywhere out west, but I'm just saying. Said the man got me. I can't take the class.
You can't take the class? They won't even let you go to school to learn how to shoot right?
You don't need to know how to go to school. I went to the school of hard knocks already, so.
That's how the people who learn how to ride motorcycles go.
I went to the school of hard knocks, so we good.
I can't be drinking hot coffee in the morning. Hey, bro, I got a hoodie on. I started sweating up under here. Trying to play it off like, could you get some ice cubes? We got to get ice cubes in here. Y'all need to pick up. Don't forget that we got the What's in It for the Black People camouflage hoodies. We got the black hoodies. We got long sleeve tees. We got short sleeve tees. We even got camouflage t-shirts. Riis, they ain't ready for the What's in It for the Black People store. Go check them out, Big Swill. Plus, they got the old school candy. Riis, you think I'm crazy, man? You think I'm crazy for taking this crack at this?
Hey, man,
because I feel like people, people might not think I'm serious. Like, I don't see why I can't get 12,000 signatures.
Geniuses are crazy. Did you know that?
Huh?
Geniuses are crazy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
They had a different mind than a common person. You know, everybody really be calm and see, like, you know, people that think crazy, like how Byron said earlier, they thought, even though it's a bad reference, but they thought Trump was crazy. Like, people they probably thought, you know, Harold Washington was crazy, you know, but you're a visionary, you know, so you used to see things different than other people see things. You know, other people see things in black and white. You see things in color and in HD. So, you know, when you so far ahead of people, and then, like, you go, like, you ever, like, or went to one of your old childhood friends and you then grew up so much, but then they look at you like you changed and you like, I've really grown. It's sad that you haven't, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Some people are just stuck in a norm. So when somebody does something that they see as unattainable, it's crazy to them. It's crazy to them because it's obtainable to you and not to them. I don't think you're crazy at all. I think anybody that's not doing it, but still is talking about getting some changes, but is not doing what you're doing. I think they're more crazy than anything.
Damn, Riis. Man. For as crazy as you are, Riis, sometimes you be smart, man.
Got a lot of sense, as my mama would say. You got some sense, boy.
Riis, you know, you and Ruthie make me nervous, but you know, can I tell you something? It's really you and Ruthie, and you know, last night I was at the Young Democrats. I was at the 27th Ward Democrats event, and I saw Young Dems, who, you know, I used to be a Young Democrat. And I was just watching about how their dream, you know, like a lot of people look at us and be like, man, y'all did it. And I was just thinking, like, there was somebody somewhere up here that said, okay, let me give you a hand, not let me close the door on you. And I felt like watching the door being closed, I thought about their future. And I thought about how many of us think that it's when we get to work the door that it's our job to tell everybody who can't come in. If you're asking where you can go shop for stuff at TP, it's at TP 5401 South Wentworth. It's at the mall at 55th and the Dan Ryan. I want our young people to have a political future. At a time when we are rapidly shrinking in this city, county, and state, we have to be intentional about the moves that we make. It's amazing the number of people that will line up to tell you what you can't do as compared to the ones that line up to be like, let me help you, even for your own assistance. You know, this has been a really good year for me. Economically, it's been great. But you know how they say money can't buy you love? It can't. And I don't know who loves us. Like, really loves us, that is really proud of us, that doesn't see us as less than. That doesn't only see our flaws, but sees how great we could be. I have a dream for that. And I don't want to be on the Martin Luther King thing, but I just feel like black people have to see an example of black person that's for them. that's not going to run from you, that's not going to hide from you, that's not going to deny you, that's not going to kiss you in the dark and then hide you in the light, that's not going to use us as a scapegoat to say what's wrong, that's not going to talk about our parents, that's going to understand the challenges that we have as black people, but at the same time refuse to allow people to hurt us. I just want more for us. And I don't know what the path forward is. Like, I don't want to fight with nobody black. I really don't. That's why you did not, guys, you didn't wake up and hear me calling out. The process worked the way it was supposed to work. Do y'all understand that? Like, you know when they say live by the sword, die by the sword? I understand that game. So now we just got to get us, but if we don't have a sword, we're going to start 18 to 25, and let's start with 18-year-olds. We're going to the high schools. I'm going to go straight to the high schools because remember, you can register in high school, and if you turn 18 before you graduate, you can vote. That's your job, Ryan. High schools. We're going to have us a high school street team. To parents who want your children to be involved, to learn about the process. See, I think that we got to reinstill some pride in our blackness. And people have to see some things that they can be proud of. We have to give them a reason to fight. We have to give them a reason to want to be involved in this. We got to partake in our future. We cannot let it be determined by people that ain't. It can't be people who no longer have our best interests at hand. And it can't be people planning our past, not our. You can't be planning our past. You got to be planning our future. I'm tired, but I ain't that tired. And for us to care about us, we got to see ourselves in a way. We've got to see ourselves in a way that is not the worst of us, but the best of us. We got to see what our potential is. You got to understand what it means to be able to control a multi-billion-dollar budget and have people that when they're thinking about how to use the money are intentional about it. Now, many people would say, oh, Maze is crazy. He is, and they would seek to minimize me. But I believe in black people. I do. I believe that we can be the greatest. Like, I believe that the west side, the south side, the north side, like, all I'm saying is my plan is not to operate in the political space. Riis, I'm going to do a political stage dive and rely on black people. Is anybody on that line? They ain't called because they ain't coming. Y'all going to leave me out here by myself? That's all right, though. I'm going to get my 12,000, huh?
You know they're going to support you from the, some people are going to support you from the back, man.
And there's going to be some people stabbing me in the back.
The same one that's going to be supporting you, too. Some people are going to support you while they stabbing you in the back, man. But you got to... it's a slippery slope, but, man, I believe that you'll prevail, man, What's for you is what's for you. That's what I always say.
Man, what is for you is can't nobody take it.
Can't nobody take it.
Like, can't nobody take it. God was like, he gave me back. All right. Ooh-wee. See, that's what happened, Riis. I just need black people to not be scared to be black. It's like what people have, what the plan is that it's going to be made that people want to take you down. I don't know, man. I'm not scared of 12,000 signatures.
You know, it's over 1,300 people that follow you already. So if you just get your fan base following, you still got 1,000 to spare. So it's really like 12,000 because at least 1,000 of them haters. So
I need a social media team. I really think I need a social media team. You know, Tennille gonna be the general. I need the high. What would I call it? The den. The den need to turn into a social media mob. You think I could get Tyrone Muhammad to handle the streets for me? I think he said that yesterday.
Yeah, you know he said he got you.
Get ECCSC as my street team. Think I could get Edwin today. Can you talk to New Era and tell him I might need some security? Right? Then we got to get to every one of those wards and we got to get them organized. 20 people. Brother Devin and Ryan are going to be coordinating that. All right. I don't know that we need to be scared and fearful anymore. No, and don't donate yet. Don't donate yet. I ask for the donations. I want to be very judicious with your dough. But this is the Maze Jackson Show. And I'm going to tell you, it's time for black folks to stand together. It's time for us to stand together and be about the business of our getting free. Somebody here? It's time for us to be about the business. Now look, y'all, speaking of the business, this is Wednesday. And on Wednesdays, no Green Side, I don't think today.
Green Side returning in January, they said.
Let's see what's. Then we got New Era Chicago.
Yes, nice show. I like them.
In the Zone. No, maybe no In the Zone. Chris the Critic.
Yep, Chris the Critic. He said no In the Zone again?
I don't know. I thought I saw him in Cartagena. And I thought I saw him because I seen him in the. My phone lines ain't working.
I don't know why it's on.
Greg say the 872-259-7474.
I'll redo it, but it's definitely on.
872-259-7474. Cause I was like, dang, y'all just kicking me to the curb today. Shout out to I don't know if y'all saw yesterday. For those of y'all that know, I don't know if y'all saw. Dang, I forgot it now. All right, give us a call 872-259-7474. We got a couple minutes before we get out of here. So if you got something you want to say, let me know. 872-259-7474. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. Hello?
Manage your callers.
Oh, he just hung up.
Callers. See, man, Riis, you out here making me look like I ain't got no love. I hear you. Greg?
Hello.
What's up, Greg?
What up, man? Happy Wednesday, Maze. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm feeling away.
You should be. I'm happy you're feeling the way. We should all be feeling the way. I just wanted to chime in and say, so far, I put it in the chat, but so far this year in Cook County, we well over 1,000 homicides this year, right? I mean, real reminiscent of the early 90s. And that's throughout Cook County wide, right? I'm talking from Dalton to Maywood, Chicago, like 870 so far. But once you add everything, we well over 1,000. The difference between the 90s, though, is that most of these thousands was our babies, teenagers and younger, right? So I just said all that to say, brother, we need everybody black in this war. We need everybody black in this revolution. If you don't run, I mean, next year it's going to be the same. If we don't use all of our resources together in collaboration, get rid of some of these old bastards that's been standing as the gatekeepers and really stand for our babies. Now, I got teenagers. I got a new son. What we going to do, what their future look like if we don't do it's our responsibility to stand for these children to have a better future. Like the civil rights movement never ended, brother. And we in the worst times now. So I just encourage you to continue to be courageous. I stand with you. I reiterate what Todd said yesterday. We with you, bro. So let's get them. Let's get them hard because our baby's dependent on us.
Man.
Bless.
Thank you, brother. I know, and Greg baby's working hard because Greg got about a 15-week-old. He make him do 100 push-ups every day. I like, man, dude, that's a big dude. Anyway, y'all, first of all, thank you to ECCSC. Thank you to every single person. Man, Riis, I'm going to tell you. Can I tell y'all one more thing? I saw the governor last night. Can I tell you something, y'all? When I saw the governor and we made eye contact, you know what he probably saw in my eyes? Weed and gaming. And you know what he did, Riis? You know how you be standing in the middle of a pathway and somebody got a choice to go around you or get close? He took the long way around. Then when he got to the other side, I was there, so he took the long way around again. And I felt like as I was sitting there, you know how we want to take the selfies? You know how I talk about, like, I felt like everybody in the room forgot that he played us on cannabis and gaming. And more people was taking selfies. And I just thought, like, in that same space, generational wealth had been created by this guy to remake white folks wealthy again. And here he is in the midst of us, and nobody asked, what's up with the cannabis? What happened? Nobody. And I was just thinking, like, who really cares about the future of our kids? I mean, we can always make an excuse as to why something doesn't happen, but when do we take a stand and make sure that it does? I said no more selfies. Like, you posting pictures of a dude that clip. All right. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I am the host. Hey, Riis. Yeah, it's going down, man. It's Wednesday today, so no week 304. Stay tuned for week ho Friday. I mean, week ho Wednesday.
Ho Wednesday.
I mean, I'm not doing ho. I can't do it. Hoes Wednesday. I got hoes in different area codes. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Y'all make sure y'all check out Big Swill, 5401 South Wentworth. It's the mall at 55th and Dan Ryan. Get all your smoker and toker gifts there. Support black business. Y'all be going to the gas station and supporting Wally now. Go back. Support some black-owned products. Mike Tyson blunts, cones. Stop in. Get yourself a nice Christmas gift for the smokers in your lives, whether they need batteries, whether they need a backwoods lighter, whether they need torches. Whether you want to go and get a high-end gravity bong, stop by 5401 South Wentworth. Now, I also got to tell y'all, don't forget Solo Beauty and Robin Patrice, what your name is. Support all the people that support us. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day I ask the question, what's in it for the black people? So for Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, where I ask every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got